In 2006, American investor Igor Boyko began investing in Zhytomyr Confectionery, located in the city of Zhytomyr, Ukraine. Over the past 10 years, he had invested over $25 million in it, enabling the factory to climb up from the 9th to the 3rd place in the Ukrainian confectionery manufacturer rating. In 2010, Viktor Yanukovych came to power in Ukraine after presidential elections. The government started putting pressure on the factory as Igor Boyko refused to support Yanukovych during the elections. Factory's labor collective managed to endure, though. When Narodny Front, People's Front Party, rose to power in 2014, attacks on Zhytomyr Confectionery and its owner began again. For almost a year, the authorities secretly prepared for the lawless takeover of the factory. On November 27, 2015, the facility stopped its business operation and was illegally removed from the Unified State Register of Enterprises and Organizations of Ukraine. Its accounts were blocked. The major enterprise, in fact, ceased to exist, with 2,000 people left unemployed. The following Ukrainian senior officials were the masterminds behind the seizure: Sergei Pashinsky, a parliamentary deputy of Ukraine; Pavlo Petrenko, the Minister of Justice of Ukraine; Arsen Avakov, the Minister of Internal Affairs of Ukraine; Arseniy Yatsenyuk, former Prime Minister of Ukraine; Andrei Parubiy, head of the Ukrainian Parliament; Alexander Turchinov, head of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine. They are all members of the Narodny Front Party. On December 30, 2015, 500 masked gunmen seized the factory's territory with the help from the police. The order to help the gunmen was issued personally by Arsen Avakov, the Minister of Internal Affairs. The police and gunmen, armed with automatic weapons, seized the factory without any reasonable justification. At the time of the factory seizure, a huge amount of raw materials and finished products worth over $10 million was stored on the factory's territory. The cost of buildings and equipment reaching about $100 million. A United States citizen, Igor Boyko, was actually deprived of his factory. Gunmen and the police force menaced the company's employees with weapons, compelling them to leave the factory. Despite the fact that numerous court rulings have confirmed Igor Boyko is the rightful owner of 97.5% of the factory's total assets, he is still unable to get to his factory. Under the order of Arsen Avakov, the Minister of Internal Affairs of Ukraine, the police physically keep the owner out of the factory. All attempts of the employees to get to the workplace were met with hostility. Police and gunmen beat people with batons and fists, used fire extinguishers and menaced them with weapons. After the lawless seizure of the factory, multi-million international deals were scuttled. Actions of the gunmen and disruption of deals entailed major losses to many foreign companies. The factory's property is being looted and destroyed. Police and officials refuse to abide by the court rulings and return the factory to its rightful owner, Igor Boyko. Deprived of his property by power and threat of violence, the American investor admonishes investors not to invest money in Ukraine, since it can be dangerous not only for one's money, but for one's life as well.